Children of the Corn 5, Fields of Terror. A lot of people give this one a bad rep. I don't really know why, but it's from Dementia Films, released June 2nd, or June 21st, sorry, 1998. Starring Stacy Garino and Alexis Arquette. Produced by Jeffrey Kurz. Pretty sure he actually produced the first one too. Written and directed by Ethan Wiley, who would later go on to do House 1 and 2. The American ones, not the Japanese one. And Elfman, which is like a killer elf film. Had a budget of $1.7 million, and apparently it did well because it still made a whole pile of sequels after this. So, yeah. But basically, this basically just follows the formula of the first one. Well, it's not a couple this time, it's a group of teens or young 20-year-olds going on a road trip, and the car breaks down, and they're trying to meet up with some friends that went ahead of them that were already on their way, which in the beginning they ended up running into the children of the corn and basically gets killed. And yeah, that's basically what happened to them. So they're basically trying to find their friends and to continue on with their road trip. But then, of course, they come across the killer kids and the cult and slowly uncover what has happened. So basically, it's just typical sequel. It's the fifth one in the series, so obviously they're going to go about basically the same route. This time, the evil stuff. If you haven't actually seen this, so I might spoil some of this if you haven't seen any of the children horror films. But yeah, the evil plasma, I guess you could call it, is contained in a silo, and this one kid, not Eli, I can't remember the character's name off the top of my head, but yeah, he is trying to protect it, and he's sort of like the leader of the kids. So they basically have to overcome him, fight him off to relieve everyone else, and so they could get out of there. There is some pretty cool kills in this movie. The acting's actually pretty well done. It is a little slow in some spots, but overall, I thought it wasn't that bad. A lot of people like hate this film and like give it a huge bad rap, but to me, it's a generic film. It's not a bad movie, but it's definitely not the best movie ever. Not even, I wouldn't even say it's really good. But it's your typical story. It follows the same platform as the other ones, and yeah, there's not much else to say about it. The acting has a lot of rising stars in it that actually do a pretty good job of this, and the writing in the film is actually not that bad either. And the look of it actually looks pretty decent. It's more there's a lot more drama elements into this one than horror though, so I can see why a lot of people were like disappointed in it. But overall, what I thought it was just a generic decent film, pretty well done, better than some of the other stuff I've talked about, and it's definitely not a Cabin Fever 2. So like I said in some previous videos, that's going to be my worst sequel, so I'm going to compare everything sequel to that. So if it's better than that, you should go watch it. So overall, it's pretty decent, and it's definitely, if you're a hardcore horror fan, you might find it a little bit boring, but for people who, either if you like the Children of the Corn films, or if you're trying to find something with someone who doesn't really like horror, this is a good one to throw on, because they explain it, everything pretty well. They sort of spoon feed you a bit in this one, but yeah, but it's just your generic Children of the Corn film. That's all that's left to say. I will be reviewing pretty much everyone in the series later on in the future, but this was in a horror pack that I just decided to watch, and so I decided to voice my opinion on it, which I just think a lot of people give it a bad rap for no reason. So yeah, but also most people who give these type of films bad raps are the ones who just go see films in the theaters, and anything straight to video or low budget they just rip apart. So yeah, but so if I was gonna rate this, I'd probably just give it a 2.5 out of 5. Right dead in the center. Not spectacular by any means, but it's definitely not the worst film out there. So yeah, decent little watch, good one to throw on in the background or something like that. So yeah, well, that being said, yeah, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it if you really want to. I don't really care. Yeah, comment down below if you've seen this. Let me know what you thought. And also comment other horror films for me to review in the future that you want to hear my opinions on. Comment those down below too. I'll try my hardest to get to them. Yeah, trailer's linked down below if you're really interested in seeing what I'm talking about. It's linked down below. Also, my Instagram's linked down below too. I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. Always on my story, so yeah, make sure you follow me there. Alright, but hopefully I can find some actual good children to actually try to kill someone, because they're really hard to come by these days.